Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing just fine. I would like to welcome you on today's session, which is about Google Workspace. Before we delve in, I would just want to point out in our last three sessions, we talked about Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. All these three softwares are part of what is called Microsoft Office apps. So Microsoft Office apps offer a set of applications. Each one has a specific job to do, okay? Google has been competing with that. It has created a similar, let's say, a digital ecosystem, okay? Different apps that cooperate with each other and have different jobs to do, okay? So let's start with talking about Google Workspace. I want to talk about Google as a whole. Google is not just a search engine. So when we think of Google, we think of it as a search engine. It's not just that. Google does a lot of things. One of the things that we have already talked about and I told you about, for instance, it creates operating system, yeah? So Android is created by Google. Google is a very big company and it offers a lot of things, okay? One of these things is what is called the Google Workspace. Google Workspace is a set of applications, okay? Let's start with a quick definition of Google Workspace. Google Workspace is a collection of integrated applications which are designed for enhanced productivity and collaboration. And I need to focus on this. Collaboration, online collaboration or real time. This is the feature that makes Google Workspace stands out or gives it an advantage in comparison with the Microsoft Office apps. It lets you collaborate on real time online with other people, and I will show you how to use that later. Now let's talk about the core components of Google Workspace, or the applications, the most essential ones. The first one is the Google Drive. It's like the most essential application in the Google Workspace environment. It has the cloud storage and file management. Cloud here is like a key feature in the whole Google Workspace. Cloud, I explained this earlier to you. Cloud refers to saving files online. You know, in our computers there is the storage, okay, the hard disk, where we store our files. It has limited capacity. For some users they use 250 gigabytes, 500 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, etc. When let's say you have created a file using Word. When you finish, you save it in your computer, right? Let's say that you got out. You are on your way to university and you forgot to copy that file, let's say into a flash disk, into your phone, I don't know, and you forgot to do that. If you had saved it on the cloud, on the internet, you can access it anywhere. You don't need your computer to access the file. Cloud means you have saved it online, on the cloud, on the internet. So, let's say that you went out, you forgot to bring the file. You can, if you have saved it on the cloud, you can just access it using any device, with internet connection, of course. You can go to your phone, go to the cloud storage, let's say Google Drive, find that file and download it and print it, etc. or edit it and do whatever you want with it, okay? So this is the feature of the cloud. The second component is Google Docs. Google Docs is like the equivalent of Microsoft Word. It's used for document creation and editing and formatting options, etc. It has not all the advanced features of Microsoft Word, but it has the important feature of cloud accessibility and on real-time collaboration. I will show you how to use Google Docs later, and we will go to all the four main components of the Google Workspace. The third one is Google Sheets. This one is the equivalent for Microsoft Excel. It allows us to create spreadsheets and data analysis, etc. Just like I showed you when we studied about Excel. The last one is Google Slides, and it's used for creating presentation. This is the equivalent of PowerPoint. There are other apps in the Google Workspace. For instance, we have the Google Meet, which is used for video conferencing and online meetings. This is the one I was supposed to teach you online. We will use it in other times, okay? So this app is for online meetings. The next one is Google Forms. Google Forms is used for creating surveys and data collection. Surveys are like those forms. They have questions and you answer. Used for when let's say you are writing a research and you want to gather information on a particular subject. You create forms, online forms, using Google Forms, and you share them to people and they answer, and then you get their responses, how many people answered, let's say A for this question, and how many people answered like this for this question, etc. Okay, I will show you how to use it later. The next one is Gmail. Everyone knows Gmail. There is no need to explain what Gmail is, but it's the leading email operator in the world. Okay, there are other email operators like Outlook, Hotmail, etc., but Gmail is the most famous one and a professional one, of course. There is the Google Calendar, which is used for scheduling and time management. Okay, you can schedule, let's say, an online meeting using Google Calendar. You can schedule an event, etc. Now let's talk about the key benefits of Google Workspace. The main benefit, the main one, is real-time collaboration. Let's say that your teacher has tasked you to work in groups, okay? Groups of 4. Usually when the teacher does that, the students, the group, each one starts creating a document separately, okay? So there are 4 documents, each one is editing his document separately, and when you finish, you merge them, which takes time and effort, and it's not as productive as real-time collaboration. So if you were to use Google Workspace, I don't know if you're using Google Docs or Slides or Sheets, anyone that you like, you can use real-time collaboration. You don't have to create documents separately. You can just create one document and all the 4 of you can edit it in real time. You can see what the other person is doing in real time, okay? So I will show you in details how to use this feature later, okay? When we go to each application for Google Workspace. And there is the cloud-based accessibility, as I explained earlier. And this feature, of course, enhances your productivity. It will take you less time. Let's say, as I said, if you're working on a project, you can use any device that you like to access it. If you're using cloud, if you're saving your file on the cloud, okay? So your productivity will be enhanced and you will use less time. You don't have to go back to your house each time you want to edit your file. You can edit it anywhere you are, okay? And also, of course, it improves communication. When you are working on a file in real time, is better than working on separate documents. And there is also the option to chat in real time, make comments, etc. And I'll show you later, of course. And of course, cost effectiveness. So Google Workspace is free, not unlike the Microsoft Office apps, which are like expensive. Google Workspace is completely for free, unless you want to have more storage. That's only when you need to pay, but the features are all for free, okay? Now let's talk about Google Drive, which is the main component of the Google Workspace. All the other apps revolve around the Google Drive, okay? So Google Drive allows for cloud storage, so you can securely store files of all types, whether they were documents, images, videos, etc. in the cloud. It offers ample storage for most users. So ample means plentiful, more than enough. 15 gigabytes, which is for free, is more than enough if you are willing to save documents in the cloud. Unless you want to save videos, etc., images, they may take more space. But 15 gigabytes is far more than enough if you are only saving documents in the cloud. Because documents don't take a lot of space. A document does not take more than 1 megabyte, okay? Unless it was very long. So now let me show you how to use Google Drive in order to store your files online, okay, in the cloud. So the first thing is go to your web browser and then go to the website, which is drive.google.com, okay, drive.google.com. So this is the interface of Drive. If you want to upload a new file, you need to go here to the new plus sign, okay. Once you click here, you have options. Go to file upload, and now you're required to choose which file you want to save. Now go to pick your file. I will pick this one, and then it will start uploading online. Once the upload is complete, you can find it here. Go to my drive on the left. Once you click, it will find your file. It will be stored here online, okay? So this is the way in order to upload a new file online. This is it. Now let's continue to see the features of Google Drive. The second feature is file management. So you can create folders to keep your files organized in Google Drive, okay? And use labels and search function to easily find them. So I want just to clear this out. Many students or people mix between folders and files. So a folder can contain many files. A folder in French is dossier, okay? In each folder you can put different files. You can't put a folder inside a file, but you can put a file inside a folder, okay? So let me show you how to create folders in the Drive. Let's go back to Google Drive. So first go to New, then create new folder. You can name your folder as you like. I will name it ICT. Now the file that has been created, you can put files inside this folder. In order to do that, go here to More Actions, and then go to Organize, and then go to Move. Now this box will show up. It will ask you where you want to put your file. It will show the folders that you have. Here is the folder I created, which is ICT. Once you click on Move, now that file has moved inside ICT. If you click twice on ICT, you will find that folder. Okay, so you can put different files inside the folder, and you can create different folders. In each folder, you can put the lessons of different modules, okay? So this is how this works. Now let's continue the features of Google Drive. The next feature is file sharing and collaboration. So you can share your files with individuals or groups, and you can control the access with different permission levels. Either the people you share the file with can just view it, or they can also edit the file, or they can just comment, leave comments and not edit, okay? And also you can collaborate on files in real time with colleagues or classmates. This feature works when you're working with Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. If you have a file in Google Drive, I will show you how you can do that, okay? So let's go back to Google Drive. Let's go inside this folder. So this is our file. We want to share it with people. In order to do that, go here to these three dots, More Actions. Now you will have this feature, share. Go to share. This box will appear and it will ask you. You can either just invite specific people. You can write their emails. For instance, I will invite myself. I will write, this is my email, okay? I can tell him, take a look at this file, and I will send. Now this person has received an email. This email will contain the file or the link for it. I will go to that my other account. Let's go to Gmail. As you can see, the last email is from this person. He shared with me the lesson PDF, okay? So let's enter this email. So ICT shared an item. He has shared the following item. This is the message I left. And this is the file. If I click on open, the file will appear, okay? If I click on open, the file will appear. So this is the file. This file is only, I can see this file because the owner has invited me. So if I copy this link, okay, I will go to a different web browser and I will paste the link, okay? Look. So I don't have access. It says you need access in order to view this file. This is because the owner of the file, which is me here, I have put limited access on the file, only the people I invited. If I want to make everyone able to view this file, we need to go back to the file here, to the three dots, go to the share button. Here you can see the people with access, which is me, my account, I named it ICT, and my other account, okay? If I want anyone with a link to be able to access the file, you go here to general access, you will find that it is restricted. Go and change it and choose anyone with a link. Now it's refreshing and the access has been updated. You can copy the link and press done. Now anyone with the file can access it. You can see here that I don't have access. If I paste the link again, now I have access. I can view the file. I hope it's clear for you, okay? So this is how to share a file. You need to first go to share here, and then put the general access to anyone with a link, not restricted. You can also change. Either they can edit, or just comment, or just view. Mainly you would pick this one, view. Unless you are sharing the file with your classmates, or I said this your group members, and you're working on a file, you would want them to be able to edit, okay? So this is it. Now let's talk about another key component of Google Workspace, the equivalent of Word, which is Google Docs. In Google Docs is of course a word processor. Microsoft Word is a word processor. Google Docs is also a word processor. We talked about it briefly, I think, when we talked about Microsoft Word, okay? So in Google Docs you can create, edit, and format text, documents, essays, reports, etc. Just like in Word. And you can utilize a variety of formatting options. You can change the font, colors, headings, lists, etc. just like in Word, okay? But the main feature, the advantage as I said, is the real-time collaboration. So in Google Docs, multiple users can work simultaneously on a document, okay? I will show you how to use that. You can see the changes made by others in real time, just when they are doing the changes. So in order to use Google Docs, let's go to our browser. Let's open a new tab and go to Docs, docs.google.com. When you open Google Docs, you can either start a new document here, and there are also templates that you can pick from and just edit the content. So let's open a blank document, an empty one. So this is the interface of Google Docs. This is it's like Word, okay? You can create documents, etc. Let's close this panel. Here you can rename your file. Let's name it project, okay? Now if you wanna write, you just write, of course. This is just text. You can edit it, format it. In Word, here you can change the whole style. Here you can change the font, the size, the bold, italics, underline, the colors, the highlight color, etc. Okay, the align to the left, center, align to the right, or justified. So this is how to write. Now let's talk about the advantage. We have talked about formatting options when we talked about Word. Now let's talk about the advantage of Google Docs, which is the collaboration or real time. So if you want to collaborate on a project with someone else, you go here to share. Now you can invite people. I will invite myself, my other account, and I will put the role on editor because we want to work on real time. And I will leave a message, help me edit this file, and I will send an email. So the other person will receive an email. Look. So now I went back to my other account. In Gmail, I received an email from the same person, ICT, with a document. If I open the document, which is named project, I will see what the owner is editing, and we can work at the same time. So in order for you to see better, I will split the screen, okay? So this is the owner on the right side. On the left side is the classmate or your friend who's helping you. So if the one person is editing, you can see what he's making, what changes he is making on real time. Look. Once look is written here, look has also been written on the other side, okay? It's written who's making these changes, okay? If this side deletes the text, it will be also deleted on the other side. So this is the feature of online collaboration. You can see what the other person is creating or writing at the same time. I hope it's clear for you. So Google Docs offered the possibility of version history. You can see the changes and revert to previous versions. So in Google Docs, just when you are making any edit, it will be saved in real time on the cloud. There is no way for it to be lost, okay? You don't have to be afraid that maybe the electricity will go off, or maybe something will happen. I will forget to save my file. No, in Google Docs, your files is always being saved as you are making the changes. I will show you. So look. Just when you write something, look, something, it will be right here that it is being saved. Now it has been saved to the drive, okay? Everything you write is always automatically saved. so there is no fear of losing a file. And also, if you finish, you can just exit like this. If I close the tab, my file will not be lost. When I go back to Google Docs website like this, excuse me, I will find it in recent documents. Here it is. So it will be always saved in real time. There is no way that you can lose your document, unless of course you lose your whole account, of course. So this is it. And also, as I said, there is option for the changes history. In order to use that feature, you need to first go to this icon. When you click here, you will find version history, and you will find the older versions. If I click on this version, I will find the older version. Here it is blank and it is empty. So let's say you have made some changes, you want to go back and restore an older version. You can use the version history. This feature exists somehow in Microsoft Word, but it doesn't work properly like here, okay? Because the files are saved online, okay? And in Google Docs, other people can leave comments. So if you're working on a project, your classmates can leave comments and suggestions directly within the document. So they can highlight text and leave a comment, okay? And you can reply to those comments, etc. Now let's talk about another application of the Google Workspace, which is Google Sheets, the equivalent of Excel. Of course, it can create spreadsheets, create and manage them, data entry, calculations, analysis, rows and columns, cells, etc. You can also use formulas and functions, as I showed you, the average function, the sum function, the custom formulas, etc. And there is also the option for data visualization, creating charts, graphs, pie charts, line charts, etc. I will show you how to use Google Sheets. First of all, go to Sheets. .google.com. So here is the interface. Let's create a blank spreadsheet. The interface is similar to Google Excel and to Microsoft Excel. You have your cells, the A1, A2, B1, B2, etc. You can use the same feature. Let's put basic stuff. Let's put 5 here and 5 here. And put that C equals A1 plus B1. And of course it equals 10. So the same features, nothing is different, except that you can share the files and work with other people at the same time. You can, just like in Google Docs, they all have the same interface. You can change the access or invite specific people, copy the link, share it with them, etc. Okay. In order to use functions, go here. This is where you can find functions. Here, all the functions that exist. Maybe not all, but the basic one like sum, average, count, max, minimum, they can all be found here. Okay. So this is how to use Google Spreadsheets or Google Sheets. The last Google Workspace application that I'm going to show you today is Google Slides, which is used for creating presentation like PowerPoint. So when we enter the Slides website, we have templates that you can choose from, or we creating a black presentation. So this is the interface of Google Slides. As you can see, it's very similar to PowerPoint. Here we can edit the slides. Here we have the slides panel, and here we can find some templates. Let's hide this panel. Down below you can add notes. So it's very similar. In order to add how they are called, animations and transitions, you go to slide, then you go here to transition. Here you can find here transitions and here animations. Okay, so if you want to share the document, you also go here to share, and you can select the people you want to share your document with, either writing their email or copy the link and send it to them privately. So this is it for today's session. I hope you have an idea about Google Workspace apps. You can practice them and use them if you want to create any document that you like. So this is it. For the other apps of Google Workspace, maybe you'll see them another time, maybe in the second semester, I don't know yet. And I will give you more details about how the test will go later. Okay, so this is it. Thank you for watching, and see you the next time.